Why? Oh, wow, that was a really bad introduction. Why, hello there, everyone. I'm the Kumo Sensei, and today we have nothing going on today. So today is just an open chat, or we're just going to be sitting here and relaxing for the while. Now, I don't have much time today because I'm going to be doing some spider work behind me, and also I'm going to be doing some other stuff as well. So maybe I'll be on for about an hour and a half, guys. So, I wonder how everybody's been going, because for me, it's been a really hectic week, honestly. I need a break, but I can't get a break because I need to find a job, I need to get my life together, and whatnot. So I don't know what we're going to do today for today's live stream. And my goodness, is there a bit of a lag. So, what's been happening? Nothing really much, honestly. And I have to say, there was a lot of drama this week, honestly. Especially with the one that I made about Depressed Nosagi. And I have to say, guys, I am not the most well-versed when it comes to VTubers, guys. VTubers in itself, for me, is something I don't really touch. Because I think it's a touchy subject. And also, it's something that I'm not really... I don't want to say I'm into it, but I'm, like, not caught up within the VTuber universe. I am very much far behind, so I don't want to play it like I know everything that's going on, because I really don't. I only know what I know. So yeah, guys, I hope that explains some things or two. And why is my quality so low? La la la. Hello there, Isa. I hope everything's going well. And man, oh man, I don't know why, but my connection is good. But why is it only in... How do you define an incel? The answer is really simple. I feel like if there's three words that kind of get blended in together, will be incel, hikikomori, and otaku, in a sense. But in a way, those are all different. I feel bad because incels, I don't think incels are technically what I call lonely people. I just think incel people are pretty much reclusive, and their views of women is kind of sad. And like, I'm not even trying to be mean to those people, but times have changed, and I feel like incels in a way view women as like the traditionalist style, I guess. Do I have a problem with them? Not really. It's just that they're not the type of people I associate with. It doesn't mean I hate them. Don't take that out of context. It just means that they're not really the sort of people I would be around. But that's just my personal opinion, what I think they are. Well, actually I met a few of them already, but they're not necessarily all bad people. It's just the few that are bad. But the majority of them are pretty much normal people. But I hope that explains some things, though. Wow, this quality is dropping like flies. Let me try to fix this here. There we go. Much better in quality now. Okay, sorry, that was just my end of things, guys. But I don't really have anything bad necessarily to say about them. Well, other than that, they're kind of reclusive. But if I have, man, I feel bad because... Could you tell me your definition again? Yeah. My internet keeps buffering. Okay, so let me explain. So my definition of an incel is pretty much a reclusive person who's basically living off the internet. And this isn't necessarily to say that they're lonely people, because I don't really know if they're lonely or not. Incels will vary. Some will be more lonelier than others. But the majority of them are stuck on the internet. And basically, they have this very, I don't want to say construed, but they have a really old sense of style when it comes to women. They view women as traditionalists, like they should stay in the kitchen and whatnot. Which, in my personal opinion, I don't really agree with that because the times have changed. So, other than that, an incel to me, I don't want to say all of them are bad because I've met some of them before and some of them are pretty good. Or an introvert. I would say 99.99% of incels are introverts. Or you can say all of them are, to be fair. That's a fair assessment. But that's just the way I see it, though, guys. Like, you know, I met a few introverts in my day, but they're not as bad as what people make them out to be. It's just that small percentage that are bad. But I don't want to speak for the entire incel community because I'm not part of them. I am a regular guy like everybody else. And yes, I do like to go outside too. I don't like to stay indoors 24/7. I will go crazy. Come on. Okay, there goes my internet. But overall though, guys, my opinions on them are kind of the way I see them. Everybody should make their own opinions on what they see fits. Because, you know, everyone's different. I'm not going to sit here and say my way is the right way or your way is wrong. It's really just up to the individual because everyone's different after all. I don't consider myself an incel, not even close to being an incel. I consider myself more of just a guy who's on the internet here and there. Even though I upload daily, guys, like I don't really have any intentions on making an online career. Besides maybe my tarantula stuff, the spider stuff that I do, which is why I'm the Kumo Sensei. But yeah, that's just my personal take though. Take that what you will, but you don't have to agree with me, honestly, guys. But if you want to talk about something, just leave it in the chat and I'll just discuss it because this is an open chat after all. Just make sure you stick to the rules though in the description. Because I'm not trying to... Like, literally, I'll talk about anything, almost. As long as it's not, you know, bad. But that's just my personal take, guys. It's kind of funny because, what you call it? Talking about the Deep Nasagi situation, that really got a lot of traction on my channel, but... Like I said, drama always, for some reason, bring in views. I don't really talk about drama, though. But hey, that's just my channel here. I just talk about whatever. And I found it so interesting. I think incel stands for involuntary celibate. That's an interesting view. I respect your opinions though. I respect that. Interesting. It's man. It's a crazy world nowadays. Oh wait, I need an update. Hold up. I totally forgot to update this, guys. The sub goal. We're at 371. Ooh, that is... There it goes. It's updated now. Okay, that's good. We finally updated this. Okay. So, we're... Most of this is my opinion, but incel does actually stand for that. That's just a fact. Well, take that what you will. I don't really have a problem though, so the only reason why I don't have a strong opinion on incels is because like I don't associate with that community, so my opinions are not that strong. I just have a perception of them, and that's really all I got. Even though I met a few of them before, I haven't been around them enough to get like a strong grasp. Because having a strong opinion typically comes with experience, not just what you see at face value. So I can't really assess what I really feel because I don't have a strong opinion or a strong feeling towards them. But we're getting there, guys. We're at 371 subs. Our goal is 1,000. So at some point, we should hit 1K. The moment I hit 1K subs, I don't know what I'm gonna do then. because that will be a dream come true, but also something I did not expect. Not for this channel, that is, because this channel was, I don't want to say this channel was a joke. This channel is more of just a way to express myself, guys. So yeah, we're just gonna be chilling here. Man, if I hit 1,000 subs, I don't know what I'll do. I said I'll do the motivational video, guys. That will happen once I hit 1,000 subs. But like, what comes after that? Because this channel is growing pretty much daily now. Even if it does slow down, it doesn't really change the fact that I'm growing in subs. So maybe I'll find something to do. I'm thinking about maybe doing like a special dance video. I don't know, like how I did for when I hit 300 subs. Hello there, Marco. I hope everything's going well. But yeah, that's the plan though. So at 1,000 subs, the motivation video will happen. And then everything else is a question mark, because I don't have any plans for what to do to celebrate for 1,000 subs. Will I live stream it? I don't know. Probably not, because I've seen I've seen some YouTube live streams already where people celebrate sub goals, and then the moment they hit that goal, people just unsubscribe and it drops back down to under that sub goal. So I don't plan on, like, I have zero plans of live streaming when we hit 1,000. I'm just gonna wait till we pass 1,000 and then make a live stream celebration instead of doing a live countdown, guys, because I think a live countdown would be cool, but at the same time it will bring in trolls and stuff, and I don't really I don't really want to deal with that, because I've dealt with so many trolls already in the past. So dealing with more is something like that would just annoy me. I can deal with it just fine, but it's just the fact that if I get if we get trolled again, my god, I'll be laughing. But yeah, so this is, do you know the Yuki Kajiura OST work? Hold up, let me search it up real quick. Give me like 5 seconds. Yuki Kajiura. Oh, Calafina. Okay, so I'm familiar with Calafina. Okay, hold up. I'm doing off searching. Oh wow. Okay, so this one. Okay, so she's done Demon Slayer, Sword Art Online, and Fate Stay at Night. That's interesting. Huh, I'm not familiar. That's so... Okay, oh my god. I've been watching anime for 10 years, and I have not heard... How come I have never heard of Yuki Kajiura? And she's been around the industry for how long? Over 20 years, almost? God dang, I feel so stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mark, I'm gonna do some research on that real quick. Especially on the Fate Stay at Night, because I am familiar with Calafina, so I'm surprised she was associated with that music group. So I will search that up later, but not as of now though. I need to bookmark this actually. Okay, let me X that out now. Okay. Do I seem like an insult to you? And that's probably not a fair question, since you don't know me well enough to answer. I don't know you enough to... I don't even know you, man. Like, other than this chat, I don't know anyone in person, so I can't make a fair assessment. Like, that's the thing people need to understand, guys. I can't judge an individual just by their comments. Unless they're a really toxic person, then I can make a fair assessment that they're a bad individual. But if they're just people making regular comments, I can't really assess who or what they are. So I can't answer your question, honestly. I don't know you in person. But listen, guys, we do not do no parasocial relationship on this channel. So yeah, don't make it seem like I'm your best friend. I'm not your best friend, everybody. I'm just a regular guy, like, that's on the internet. What is a nincel? Have I been toxic? Okay, Marco. So basically, what we're talking about was incels. So incel is basically a pretty much an introverted person who basically lives the majority of their lives on the internet, and their view on women are basically kind of strange. Like they view women as like they should be kept in the kitchen, and they view women in the traditional sense, which I don't really agree with in today's time. Like I don't really agree with that at all. So, but do I hate them? I can't really say. I don't have a strong opinion on them guys because I don't know their community like that. So that's all I can say about an incel. People have a really bad view on them, Marco, but honestly, it really depends on the individual. I just, like, the way I see them kind of strange and kind of weird. I don't really consider myself an incel. I am not an incel, by the way. I, I'm a regular guy that you see everywhere else. Have I been toxic? No. I have not met a toxic person in this chat yet. Everyone in this chat, even the trolls, have been regular people. Like, they just want to have fun or just want to have a discussion. I have yet to meet one toxic person in the chat. If you are toxic, which goes against my chat rules, I will ban you from, like, on the chat. But no one has been toxic by far. Everyone has been either friendly or joking around, which is fine, honestly. Like I said, kids, we're all chilling in this crib. We don't have any plans, guys. But if there's one thing I want my community to do, once my community grows bigger, I think my community should help other smaller channels and, like, not just stay on my channel, because I think it's better that way. So that way we can help those smaller channels grow instead of trying to build like a really big community that's like kind of strange. What do you think of your haters? You mean Marco, you're correct. Old-fashioned person incel. That's basically what an incel is, except they're modern day on the internet. Pretty dang spot on. What do you think of your haters? Honestly, haters gonna hate. My videos still get dislikes, but I honestly don't really I don't really bother with them, honestly. Sometimes they do say some really mean stuff, but honestly, if you're making any sort of internet content, you kind of have to expect haters. So really there's no way to actually, you know, do anything because haters are gonna hate. That's kind of funny. Like, I still get emails too sometimes about people critiquing stuff. I think one great example of a recent, not really a hater, but somebody complaining to me was when I made the video on the VTuber drama with that one guy, Depressed Nosagi. I have like emails after emails, man. Like, it is crazy. I mean, to be honest, most of it is opinionated, but I respect their opinions though. And like I said, I even said it in the video, you don't have to agree with my opinions or my statements. I'm just a guy who's just browsing the internet, literally. But yeah, I don't really think they're bad people. They're just their own individual. Do you think they're right sometimes? I mean, everybody... Yes and no. It will really depend on what it is. So far, a lot of the complaints I've gotten in emails and stuff are not from necessarily bad people saying I'm wrong. It's just people who are, they're not entitled, but they just have their own opinions. Some of the facts do come up though, and I do respect that a lot. I've always respect people that comes in with the facts because it's correction. And I feel like YouTubers nowadays are way too obligated to feel like they're right, which is absolutely a horrible take to make. Like, I'm a YouTuber myself. If I make a mistake, I'm gonna just own up to it, man. Like you can't do anything. Like, how are you gonna counter argue something that's right? You're gonna do something wrong? I mean, the only thing you can do when you make a mistake is own up to it and basically move on. Like, or try to fix that mistake, obviously, but it's the internet. Like, everybody feels like they're right. It's kind of annoying sometimes, but other times it's understandable, and other times it's a learning lesson. So that's just my personal opinion on people who critiques or hates on my stuff. Are all haters bad? No. It's just a very small percentage that is bad. Let me make that right, guys. Well, yeah, don't worry about me when I get haters and stuff, guys. It's just a normal thing, honestly. I can take it. It's not really a big deal. I don't know why. Like, I'm not gonna address it. That's the thing, though. I feel like if I try to call out somebody on a YouTube video, say, "Hi, you're wrong," that's just an absolute douchey move to make most of the times, because you're trying to use your fan base to attack this one smaller individual, which is not the way I do stuff here. Me, I just ignore it because they're just not worth my time. Like, I will not go out of my way to attack a smaller creator or a nobody. I accept comments from another YouTuber with the same sub or more. At least that they're just jealous of people. Not all of them are jealous people. I feel like saying that people are jealous because they're bigger than you, I feel like that's just an overstatement, and people just use that as a way for their own insecurities and stuff. I don't really think it's about the number. I just think about it's really about the influence, honestly. Even a smaller influencer can have a really bigger change around the entire community than like someone who's bigger and can't control their community at all. So Marco, I understand where you're coming from, though. But I wonder, jealous, that's a fair assessment in some cases, but in my case, it's less of jealousy and more of, I don't want to say entitled, but people's opinions. Not everybody's opinions are wrong. It's just that everybody's opinions is vastly different. So I don't really like, that's why I don't really address people's opinions on videos and stuff, unless they're a big YouTuber, or unless they're a YouTuber who's really doing bad stuff. I don't really address it. Brony, don't have courage to do live stream or show my face on YouTube. That's okay. You don't really need to do a live stream or show your face on YouTube. As long as you're creating some sort of content, then I guess it's fine, honestly. Like, YouTube content at this point is so subjective. Like, you can't really tell what is good content or what is bad content. That's the reason why I upload random stuff every single day. So, because like, nobody could tell you that your content is good or bad. It's really up to the person who watches it that decides whether it's good or bad. So, yeah. My personal opinion, Marco, you don't really need to show your face or do a live stream or whatnot. Or even, like, you know, use your voice. Like, you can do anything on YouTube for content. That's just my advice, though. Because, some of my first videos from 2016, when I still had that channel, is no more, by the way. I actually did meme content. But then I deleted that channel, though, because I don't know, for those, okay, for people who create meme content, I'm going to tell you this right now. Creating meme content on YouTube is very difficult, because the reason why is because the internet evolves so fast that the memes and stuff dies out within a week. So you kind of have to upload pretty much daily to very frequently, or create a one-of-a-kind meme for you to stay relevant on YouTube. And after about a year and a half on that meme channel that I created, I deleted it. It is just way too difficult, like, especially today, because there's like a new meme every single day almost. But that's just my, like, but that's my experience, though. So take that what you will. And now that I look back on it now, and very few meme YouTube channels succeeded long term. The only two I can think of is Dolan Dark and Granddaddy or Granday? I don't really remember, but those are the only two meme YouTube channels that I know that are still around that are relevant. Every other meme YouTube channel from about 5 years ago. Yeah, that's right. So every other meme YouTube channel from about 5 years or 7 years ago. They're all pretty much dead. Who's the second saddest, most realistic character you ever seen, read, or heard of? Huh. Isa something. Interesting. Who's the second saddest, most realistic character? I don't know. I don't know. Like, honestly, I feel like when it comes to sad characters, it changes. Like, it literally changes. Because as long as humanity evolves, there's going to be more lonelier people in this world. So I can't really say about the saddest person, because that will change all the time for me, honestly. Not to mention, I don't really know much sad people, nor can I think of many, so I can't really give you an opinion or a name on that, Isa. Sorry about that, guys, but when it comes to the sad stuff, I don't really know too much of the sad stuff. I think everybody's life, in a way, is kind of sad at points, but you just kind of had to learn to deal with it and just keep moving forward. Sometimes it doesn't come as fast as you like, but eventually you'll get your chance. Well, that's all I can say, honestly. I mean, you have anything else to talk about, I mean, sure, but honestly, I don't have much strong opinions on that. Like what? Interesting. I mean, my life in a way is pretty rough, but I don't want to make myself seem like a victim, because then that's just kind of too much then. My life is hard in itself, but I want to use it as sad. I would like to actually tell my story someday though, but as of now, no. I'm not ready to tell that story yet, because I'm still way too young. Maybe when I'm in my 40s, I'll tell you the story. Because then I will have truly lived through my 20s and my 30s. Because, like, I'm still in my 20s, guys. I'm still young, I guess, in a sense. So, I still have a lot more to experience. It looks like only me is sending message. Really? Hold up. You sorry about that, Marco? Because I literally see everybody's messages on my chat and on the live stream as well. Yeah, It could be on something on your end, because my end, everything is fine actually. I don't have any problems whatsoever on my end. But this is live streaming for you. There's always scuffs. I've been sending plenty. Divorce? Who, you? Oh, I'm single, guys. So I don't have any input on that. I'm forever single. I'll probably look for a girlfriend again, but as of now, I'm single. Wait to restart. What are some interesting questions? That's like like asking questions like why? That sounds like a really personal question, Isa. So I don't know. If it's really personal, I think you should keep it to yourself. I heard it feel like eating rocks. Like it's impossible. It's an experience. It's hit or miss, honestly, guys. But don't take it too rough. Life happens, and sometimes if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. That is an interesting question, though. But honestly, I can't answer that question, though, Isa. That is not something I have experience with yet. Let alone is something I will experience, hopefully. When you stay with someone that long, apparently it feels like they become a part of me, a part of you. I don't know. I live in America, so divorce rates are really high in America. It's like one in 1 in every 2 to 1 every 5 couples get a divorce. So I don't know. Divorce rates are insanely high here in America. So I mean, hey, that's just my person. That's just my personal take, though. So a piece of you leaves with them. That is, wow. It sounds like a poetic teenager. Something in your family, Isa? I'm thinking the same too, honestly. This sounds like a personal question, honestly. Guys, if you have something personal, I would refrain it from posting on chat, because if somebody browses this live stream and sees this question, it's going to be kind of embarrassing. So try to keep personal stuff personal. I mean, sometimes I'm okay with it, but the majority of the times, guys, please just don't go crazy with your personal life. I'm not a therapist, so I can't really advise you all the time. I can only tell you what I know or what I experience. And sometimes my opinions and stuff is not strong, because I don't have strong opinions on stuff that I don't have experience with. But if you have any other questions or anything else you want to say in the chat, by all means do so. Just roll it out. After all, it's a Q&A chat, advice chat, and an open talk chat, so you're free to do what you please. But just hold back on the personal stuff, guys. Just don't go crazy, because because if y'all go crazy on the personal stuff, man, like, that's gonna be kind of strange. But yeah, though, guys, that's really all I gotta. Hold up, that's really all I'm gonna say about the personal stuff. You say it's not personal, Isa, so I'm guessing it's just about a feeling. I was thinking the same thing too, Marco. He asked about divorce and isn't married, so I thought about having a problem with the family. Harrier Dubois in the game portrayed those. Hold up, I had never heard of this. Let me search it real quick. Disco Elysium. I am not familiar with this franchise at all. I hate to break it to you, man, but this game seems interesting, but I have zero experience of this game. I never even heard of this game until now, so I can't give you strong opinions on this character, Isa. Mistakes happen, guys. It's normal. I almost thought the same thing as Marco, honestly, for a second. It's not a franchise. So it's an indie game, I'm guessing? Do you remember the worst anime list? Oh man, I totally forgot all about it. The worst anime list. Dang, you know what? We should do. Okay. The only list we made was the worst isekai anime list. And man, we should really continue that at some point. But the problem is that, like, I don't know how we should rank it. Because I feel like if I just say the worst anime ever, everybody's gonna put School Days on it. Like just School Days, X-Arm, and like those type of stuff. So like, I feel like that's too broad. So I'm thinking about making like 2 worst anime lists. One for just everything that's bad, and then one for certain categories. Because if I just say 10, like top 10 worst anime, and we do a tier list or something on it, people would just put in the animes they dislike, such as the Escanor fight. And whatnot. Yeah, so I really don't know how I would do it, honestly. Corpse Party. Corpse Party's anime is the worst anime in terms of horror I've ever seen. I think Corpse Party's anime is the worst. Like, one of the worst animes. The game, though, if you never played the game of Corpse Party, I highly recommend it. The game is really good. It's just the anime that sucks. Okay, I'm going to go on a quick rant, guys. So, let me roast Corpse Party real quick. So everybody buckle your seatbelts. So I'm gonna roast the crap out of this anime. Here we go. Corpse Party is one of the worst animes I've ever seen. The game itself is a masterpiece in my personal opinion. But the anime is bad. And the reason why is because the ending sucks. A lot of character development was cut out. A lot of characters are kind of like a subpar versions of their game counterparts. And let alone the atmosphere itself, it doesn't even come close to the games. The games itself is on a whole nother level. You could not change my mind on that. Horrible anime, great game. Just play the game and you'll save yourself time. Well, you won't save time, but you'll feel so much more satisfied. Like, you will be glad that you played the game, and then you will shit on the anime because of how horrible it was. That's just my personal opinion, guys, on Corpse Party. It is not a good anime, but it's a great game, though. But the later games of Corpse Party is total shit, but I won't get into that. But yeah, just my personal opinion, though. Let me fix this headphones real quick. There it goes. Okay. The island of giant insects. Any sad, depressed... Oh, sorry, Ice. I missed your question. Do you know any characters like them? No, I don't. Like I said, I don't know too many sad characters because that's not really my thing. The island of giant insects. The Island of Giant Insects, I believe, was a movie or a online special. It was an ONA, I believe. I don't really know much about it because I haven't watched it. All I just know is that it's just some big ass mosquitoes and bugs, and it's basically like Star Trooper. That's really all I know about the Island of Giant Insects. It's basically Star Trooper, but on an island, and it's survival. That's really all I know. Yeah, a few years ago the anime came out. Yeah, but that's all I know about the anime though. It's not my thing though. I don't get why they'll put giant insects on an island. I think the idea is funny, but it's not my sort of thing that I would watch. Yeah, yep, it came out a few years ago. I saw the trailers for it too when it did came out, but I never watched it though. How you meet any good divorced characters in any piece of media you've experienced? Huh. Interesting. Divorced characters. I can't really think of too many divorced characters in shows, movies, or games. Because that's something that, like, is kind of reserved, honestly, for, like, very niche genres. And I don't really I don't really get myself involved in those type of genres, so I can't really say honestly, Isa. What do you think of us poetic teenagers? Honestly, this might sound offensive to honestly, Isa, this might sound offensive to you guys, but I think poetic teenagers are absolute cringe. And it's not cringe as in bad, but cringe as in like you're just weird, dude. It's a phase that everybody goes through. Luckily for me, I didn't really go through that phase because I was kind of more of a reserved kid, especially during school. So I wasn't really as poetic, quote unquote, as like the majority of edgy teenagers that thinks they know the world and stuff. Because once you get into college, I'll tell you, your eyes are opened. Like once you hit your 20s, your eyes will open up to the world. And then you'll look back and you'll literally cringe at your own teenage years. Thank God, guys, that I did not go through that phase, because if I went through that phase, I would cry. Like, that is my cringe. But, man, I'm so blessed I did not go through a edgy teenager phase. Like, I have friends who literally went through an emo phase, where they were literally put on eyeliners and that sort of stuff. God. And I remember, like, even now, they look back and they're like, yeah, that was cringe. Like, I was like, thank God I did not do that. Thank God. But yeah, that's my personal opinion on poetic teenagers. They're gonna cringe. I'm not even kidding. You think you're looking cool, but once you're an adult and you look back on it, you're gonna cry to yourselves. You're gonna wish that you never went through that phase, because it's, oh God. Thank God though. But yeah, that's just my take. But overall though, guys, yeah. Will I do a horrible anime list? Probably. I say he told you you're just a weird dude. In a way, I am. Okay. Okay, hear me out. Weird dude is a fair term to use, I guess. Because trust me, I've like everybody who's went through that phase to me was weird. It's like, oh God, damn. Okay, I'm not gonna like, I just want to laugh. I just want to laugh at those people, not because like they look really stupid. It's just because they're really cringe. Not in a bad way though, but in like a prepubescent way. You'll grow out of it. I am a weird dude. He's embracing it too. Wow, Isa. Embrace it while you're still a teenager. But once you grow out, you'll understand though. Trust me. But that's just like, but don't take it personal though. But yeah, that's just the way I see it. You're just going through a phase. But guys, I keep saying we'll do the horrible anime list thing, but I need to do it at some point. Define weird. I don't know, guys. I would like to hear what your, like, how you would define weird. The way I see weird is basically awkward. Like awkward in the sense where no matter what situation you're in, people are just want to like try to back away. Luckily for me, I've never been weird in a weird sense. I'm pretty good at socializing too, so nothing too hard for me per se. If I'm having a conversation, it's gonna flow. Everybody gets a chance to speak. That's how a conversation should be, guys. I find that the weird people are usually the ones that either talk too much or the ones that don't talk at all. Because if you talk too much, it becomes kind of bothersome weird. But if you talk nothing at all, they're gonna think you're mute. Or like, they're gonna think you're strange. Like you're too cool to talk. But that's just my personal opinion though. I think you like having a conversation really determines whether you're weird or not, because you get to know the individual. Looks is one thing. If you look weird, that's another thing. But if you talk like a weird person, they're going to see you as a weird person. Be confident, be yourself, but don't be cringe. Thank God. Oh my gosh, man, Isa. I had to thank you so much for bringing that up, because the poetic teenager phase is strange. I don't have a problem with them though, because my friends went through that phase as well. But God, now that they're adults and stuff, and some of them are actually married now, like they really cringe at that stuff. If I mention it, that is. Oh my God, yo. I could tell you so many funny stories, but I'm not, because I don't want to embarrass them. That Sweet 16 though. Oh gosh. I need to make, going back on topic though, to the previous topic on anime. Marco, will I do that horrible anime list, the worst animes? Probably will, but I need to find a way to do it though. Because, like, excuse myself. Horrible anime is so subjective at this point. I can't really decide, like, what makes a really bad anime. So I can't really say this or that. Because looking back at it, if I was to put the worst anime of all time in terms of story, it would be Glass Lip. Glass Lip, in my personal opinion, has the worst anime story of all time, where nothing happens. But in terms of like animation and everything else, it's a really solid anime. It's just the story that sucks. Corpse Party is kind of the same too. Whereas the anime sucks, the game was actually really good. So I wouldn't really know how I would do top 10 horrible anime, which is why I never done it. It's just the fact that I'm not too certain how I would do it or how I would approach it. Now, I did say I would like to do top anime openings and whatnot as well. But I was like, I'm deciding whether like I should do it as like long going anime such as like One Piece and whatnot as a separate category for top 10. Because Shonen Jump series have like over 100 episodes. It really wouldn't be fair for those series that have like over 100 episodes, to be honest. So I'm like, I went through that phase when I was a kid. Oh, thank God. Thank God you grow out of that phase, because that phase is cringe, man. You don't want to live in that phase forever. I say the poetic teenage years and the emo phase, they technically they blend into one phase. Most people stay in that phase for about 3 years, and then they just grow out of it. I would never in my life go through that phase. I refuse to. I'm so thankful that I was the quiet kid in class sometimes. I'm currently going through my commie phase. You want to know what my emo phase was really like? What is... Okay, before you go into that phase, define commie phase. What is your commie phase? I would really like to know your commie phase. Because that would... because that is like that makes me more interested in the emo phase stuff. I'm not trying to get into your personal life, but I'm just saying though, that phase sounds way more interesting. Phases in life. I rarely went through any phases. I think I only went through 2 phases ever. One of them was the growing up phase, and then one of them was my personal phase, but it's nothing to do with that emo stuff. Thank God. Here's what it sounded like. Man, guys, on emo phases and stuff. Now people don't understand what a real emo phase is like. Thank God, man. Emo phases is so cringy to me. I will cringe. Any sort of phase that people goes through will make me cringe. Because you become self-conscious as you grow older as an adult. And then you start to recognize that the stuff you thought was cool was actually really stupid or delirious. And then you start panicking because you recognize how much of a contradictory you was. And then the stuff you said back then becomes oxymoron to what you stand for or what you say now. And then you... Gosh, man. Thank God I never went through that phase. I think the best phase I went through was my dancing phase. And the voice acting phase stuff. Boy, those were the greatest days of my life. Dancing is like the biggest part of me almost. Street dancing, baby. Practice so many different styles as well, man. From crump, hip-hop, jazz, groove, animation. A little bit of whacking, but I wasn't ever good at it. Man, I really wish I could learn whacking. What a great dance style. But that was for the ladies, though, not for me. They tried to teach me, honestly, but I wasn't good enough for that. But those phases, man, god dang. Thank God I grew out of most of them. Take the good stuff from that phase, but everything else will be cringe. But I'm gonna... Dang, I don't even know how I will explain my phases now. Now that I look back on it. It's really something special, I'll tell you what. You know, I really think everybody should keep their phases to themselves. Because if they was to explain their own phases now, they will probably cringe. Like, I don't know. Unless you're willing to embrace the cringe and like laugh at yourself for how much of a fool you were back in the day, then I guess it's fine. But if it's something that makes you self-conscious, just keep it to yourself. Because a lot of these phases will make people self-conscious. Like, my phases were not bad. So I'm pretty open. You can already tell I'm pretty open about my phases. Because, like, my stuff was not cringe. But, oh my gosh. I've seen so much cringe, though, around my friends. Especially that day we had a party at his house. Yo, that was cringe. Oh my god, man. Evil putrid stain on this beautiful earth. That sounds like an emo phase for certain. That's what it sounded like. God almighty, guys. Yeah, just keep that to yourself, Isa. Guys, keep that to yourself. If it's a cringy phase, just go shh, and just never mention it again because because you're gonna laugh so hard at yourself and you're gonna be like, oh no. Especially when you have kids. If you ever have kids in the future or anything, gosh, you're just gonna cringe so hard. I was the stain. That's not a good thing, man. Don't be a stain. Just be yourself. Oh Lord, trying to fit in. I feel bad for those people who try to fit in but trying to be different. I was not one of those people. Thank God. I've always made that approach, even on YouTube. Just be yourself. Like, literally. Just be yourself. And if people like you, they'll stay. If they hate you, they'll leave. Like, don't try to be something you're not. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, people will see through your facade, quote unquote. I was constantly scared of God hating me. That is the edgiest thing I've ever heard. Like, that sounds like the most religious person or the most edgiest person of all time. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you grew out of that phase, Isa. And my mom not loving you. People will love you no matter what, regardless. I don't think there's a person that everybody hates. Somebody loves somebody else in the world. They just haven't met each other yet. You'll be okay though. But that was a crazy phase, Isa. That one sounds way worse than any other phase I've seen. That's crazy. I hope you grew out of that phase though. Because just be yourself. And if people like you, they will come around to you. Don't be desperate too, by the way. I feel like people who are desperate, those are the saddest people on earth, honestly. Like, that's my approach to things, even like on the internet. You can't really fake it till you make it at this point because people see through that stuff. Oh, that's good. Your mom loves you. That's great to hear. But that's just my personal advice, guys. I will give you my advice though. Just be yourself. That sounds like a great progress. Good. Good, good, good. That's a thumbs up, Isa. Stay positive and keep moving forward. Your face sounds like you went through something rough. Well, I've been through something rough myself. But honestly, you'll get through it. Just keep pushing. You honestly don't have a choice but to move forward. Because that's the way life works. You kind of have to just keep going. And eventually, if you believe in something positive and you keep pushing towards it, something has to turn out at some point. That's a great thing to hear. The world keeps moving and the world will always keep evolving. So as an individual, you kind of have to evolve with the things around you. And it's not really a bad thing per se. But I don't really cringe at it. Well, that's good. Because I will cringe at some stuff I do back in the day. Like, literally dumpster diving, digging trash cans and whatnot. I will cringe at that stuff if I look back now. But then again, I'm glad I took that step because it pushed me in the right direction as well. To work harder. Oh, excuse me. But that phase though, guys. Everybody would eventually hit a phase that they'll grow out of. Gosh, man. The good old days. Okay. By the way, guys, I'm still... Okay. So after... Okay. I'm going to go off topic now, guys. But... So let me explain something real quick. So after the depressed Nosage situation on this YouTube channel that I talked about, some people have been looking through my channel, and the good news is that some people are trying to actually network with me, but I have not responded to them because I don't have interest in those YouTube channels. Because I want to be honest, guys, VTubers are not really my specialty. And I know that some, oh man, that's gonna stir up trouble again. But yeah, guys, so I want to make this clear on this live stream, because like, so that way people to get, okay, let me rephrase that. Allow me to make something clear so that way people don't get confused. I am not a VTuber news YouTube channel. I'm just a guy who uploads random stuff every single day that he finds interesting. So there goes a clarification. Second thing I want to discuss is that I don't talk about drama 24/7. Will I talk about drama? Yes, only if it interests me. But for the most part though, I don't really just talk about drama because I upload random stuff on the channel. So that clears up another thing. And the last thing I want to clear up is that when it comes to networking with other anime YouTube channels, I'm not just networking with random YouTube channels. I'm looking for a specific type of YouTubers. Those that are either different or those that I think have potential. And yeah, I'm not just gonna work with random people who are doing YouTube videos, because like I said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And the people I'm looking for are people that are willing, well, no, make that determined to go the marathon. So yeah, and the majority of these YouTube channels, they're not really, I'm not trying to be mean. They're not my cup of tea, or I don't see the potential, because they're either copy and paste, like what I stated in that last live stream, or they just don't really interest me. But yeah, guys, if anyone's interested in trying to network with me, just email me with my business email on this channel. And if I think you're interesting, or if I see potential, and if you're willing to go the marathon, yes, I will network with you. I will work with you and do whatever, I guess. But as of now, I haven't found that channel yet. But this channel is growing though, so that's a good thing. I'm hoping that by hitting this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I'm hoping that the moment I hit 1,000 subs, I would at least have a community that will be willing to help other communities that are small. And what I mean by that is, I don't want to help just anime YouTubers. I want to help like VTubers, you know, small channel, like any small channel. And that's the goal of this channel. Like, make it grow big. Well, if it ever does grow big, that is. And then help out the smaller guys. Because YouTube at this point, everybody's out for themselves now. So, it's kind of sad. Not my approach, honestly. I think it's better if we try to help out each other, regardless of what type of content we create. And yeah, that depressed Nosage video, if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend you go check it out. That video has so much controversy, even in the comments, yo. People are like, people are literally putting in it, like, they're typing essays on the comments on that video. It is crazy, man. I have not read all of them because there's so much text on one comment. Oh my goodness. It's just too much to read. Like, this channel, literally, here's what I do on this channel, guys. Do I read comments? Yes. But if the comments are too long, I tend to not read them because I feel like it just takes too much time. So eventually I'll log into my YouTube channel, upload 2 or 3 videos, and then I just log off. And then for like the rest of the day, I'm busy. And then at night, before I go to bed, I do a quick check and I just go to bed. Yeah, I don't read comments that are too long. So, I mean, I do read them, but at a slow pace. And the reason why is because you got to understand, I'm uploading every single day. So I have over like 700 videos. And with my notifications and comments, I have like You have to understand, guys, if you have over 700 videos and there are comments coming in every single day, you can't read all of them. It's just too much. So for me, I can't read everybody's comments on that video. Now, I understand people are concerned about that video, about depressed Nosagi and whatnot, which is why they made an essay discussing about it in the comments. So it's understandable why they would make such large text. But at the same time, guys, you have to understand, I'm just a normal guy who's busy. I seem like one of those teenagers who knows how the world works, don't I? So can you please tell me what I'm wrong about so that I can expand my knowledge? Okay, before I get into the ISO, let me finish up real quick about this deep Nosagi situation. So for all those what am I saying? So for all those people who subscribed because of that video of depressed Nosagi, I appreciate it, you guys. But at the same time, just note that drama isn't my forte, quote unquote, nor VTubers. I do think VTubers are kind of cool though, I won't lie. So maybe someday I will go into VTubers, but yeah. As of now, it's I'm just a guy having fun as of now, so. I also understand why you want to be able to read all the comments. Yeah, because it's too many comments. I'm not going to read like over 100+ comments. Is like if I have videos coming out every single day, it's just too much. Okay, but where's your question? I seem like one of those teenagers who knows how the world works, don't I? So could you please tell me what I'm wrong about so that I can expand my knowledge? I don't... knowledge or experience, my dude. I feel like you have all the knowledge already. I just feel like you lack the experience. Like, literally just go outside more. Literally. And that's the thing. You can have knowledge because you could, like, the knowledge isn't the problem I have with most people nowadays. It's their experience. Because knowledge can bring in skill, you know, so as long as you know what you're doing, I think the knowledge isn't the issue. The problem is the experience, because knowing how to do things and then like the experience to do something are completely different. For example, I can search up how to fix something on Google, but it doesn't mean that I'm experienced in fixing things in general. I mean, knowledge, so I wouldn't really use the word knowledge. My advice is to go experience things. Literally. That's all I can say. I mean, you can learn new stuff, I guess, through knowledge, but at the same time, you kind of need to experience it as well. Once you experience things, you'll understand much better than just knowing things. But that's just my personal advice, Isa. Same thing, you can also apply that for YouTube as well, by the way. I actually agree with that, my own statement, wow. I think you can apply that to your own YouTube channel as well. I am very unexperienced when it comes to most things that don't involve art. Well, then you're going to have to experience things that don't involve art. I think you know what you need to do. Why are you asking me? That's the funny thing. I feel like if you know your own flaws, shouldn't you work on your own flaws? I mean, you're answering your own questions. I shouldn't have to answer them for you. Because, like, you know yourself better than anyone else. Like, why ask a stranger like me for advice that you can apply to yourself? Life isn't as hard as it seems when it comes to looking at yourself, honestly. You just need self-awareness, my dude. Just be self-aware and experience things, and I think you'll be fine. Knowledge is good too, though. Don't get it twisted, guys. Knowledge is also nice. But that's the thing, though. Like, I can search up, like, I need to give you an example, actually, because if I don't, you're going to be kind of confused. Let's say dancing, for example. I can learn about different dance styles, but it doesn't mean that I can do those dance styles. Why don't you say something? like I said, guys, I'm not trying to be biased in the chat. Anyone can say anything at any time. I don't know why you don't need to be polite on the chat, because at some point, guys, I think you guys understand it too. At some point, my live streams is going to have more people, and with more people, there's going to be more comments in the chat. And let's be honest, I'm only human. I can't read every single chat in the comments. Like, you understand where I'm coming from, right? So, like, honestly, it doesn't really matter to me if you guys, you know, talk out of whack in the chat, because that's just normal chat on a live stream. I mean, go on any live stream on Twitch or like, I don't know, any bigger streamer, and you'll see just how crazy the chat can be. You don't need to be like, you don't need to be polite by taking turns in the chat. Anybody can just chat freely, guys. Don't need to be shy, or no need to be concerned about other people. Just go at it, man. Please, man. Don't be like, don't be taking turns. It's just kind of awkward. I've noticed something too, which I find kind of funny. YouTube live stream chats is nothing like Twitch live stream chats. I think Twitch currently has the better Twitch chat. I mean, Twitch. Okay, let me rephrase that. I think Twitch has the better comment chat, because like they literally know how to chat like YouTube live stream chatters. YouTube live stream chats are not there yet, but it's getting there. Right now, people are still speaking like it's a YouTube comment. I was eating. But you get the gist though, guys. Anyone can say anything in the chat. Like, just go hog wild. Don't hold back anything, man. If you want to say some random shit, go for it. It doesn't really hurt. Gosh. Oh man, it's funny. Yeah, but eventually though, guys, I do think that YouTube chat will actually evolve to where it becomes an actual live stream chat. Because let's be honest. So for those who are watching right now, our live stream chat, people are literally commenting on this chat like it's a YouTube comment. Like, live stream chats on Twitch, they're very short, straight to the point, and you'll see like Keku, poggers, and just like short sentences, you know? That makes me feel better. Oh, Isa, you don't need to be so sensitive, my dude. Don't be so sensitive, man. Everyone. Oh, you're making me laugh because it's just so goofy, man. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Eventually though, guys, yeah, but like I stated, eventually though, as my channel grows, I do think that my chat and the people, my viewers, my concurrent viewers on this, you know, live stream stuff, they will grow. So as my chat grows, my YouTube channel grows, there's going to be more comments. So, and with more comments, I can't read them all. So eventually everybody's gonna be commenting. So like I said, just go hog wild. Because to be fair, I won't be able to read everything. Did you read something recently? Honestly, there is more light novels I gotta read now because I'm so far behind on light novels. So during the NYC the Anime Expo in New York, J Novel Club announced so many new isekais and light novel licensing stuff that I gotta go read them. So like eventually I have to read them if I can, because there are some banging looking isekai light novels that they licensed on J Novel Club, and I would really like to read those. But man, it is crazy, yo. I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. You should. It's getting late too, so I gotta get going anyways myself pretty soon. So in about 4 more minutes or so. Bye-bye meat computer. Is it a meat computer or potato PC? I'm still saving for a new PC, by the way, guys. Man, I'm so broke because I gotta do so much Tarantula stuff. Lol. But we'll all be fine though, guys. Oh man, this week I was so busy. I apologize for not live streaming more. But next week though, I'm hoping that I'll have some time to actually live stream more often. Because my life has been getting more and more busier. Both good and bad. So I'm hoping that I can get more time off myself. Because now, my spare times, I don't have enough time myself to actually do anything. Especially live streaming. Because live streaming takes up so much time. So typically when I have free time now, I either go to bed because I'm way too exhausted. Or I just go into dance practice because I need to, by the way, guys. Besides working out, obviously. I work out in the mornings when I can. Especially immediately after breakfast. But I truly apologize for those people who want me to live stream more often. I want to, but I can't. Because, I can't, I have enough time to create YouTube videos daily, but I don't have enough time to live stream. Especially when it takes up so much time. Especially when I live stream for about 45 minutes or more. Because I have, man, my life has been hectic. I just need to catch a break. I'm praying so hard right now that next week I will have time to actually sleep more often. Because I'm lacking sleep, guys, literally. And I hope nobody sees it, but if you go look at this week's videos, you'll notice that I literally have bags in my eyes. I'm exhausted, yo. Because clearly I'm waking up, I'm working out, and then I'm eating breakfast. And then while I'm working, I'm doing what am I saying? I'm recording a Tarantula video for one channel while doing a video for today on this channel for my daily uploads and whatnot. And man, I don't really get enough time to myself, honestly. So when I do get time off, I'm so exhausted already. I just go straight back to bed, or I try to actually do something productive. Productive. And it doesn't help that I'm broke too. I'm broke 24/7. And it's not because I want to be broke, guys. The reason why I am broke is because I have to feed all of my spiders. And I also had to feed my feeders that I used to feed my spiders. That is a tongue twister, I know, but yeah, guys, next week, pray. I pray that next week I'll have time off to actually live stream more often. And more than not, more often than not, I wish I had more time for dance practice. Because I can't let myself get rusty, guys. Alright, it's getting kind of late here, but I gotta get going. So, yeah, without further ado, guys, I'm the Kumo Sensei. Thanks everybody for watching today. And if you're watching a stream highlight, also thanks for watching. And also, guys, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and stay updated to the channel. I upload every single day. And I'm super busy, but next week I'm hoping I'll have more time off for live streaming. And yeah, without further ado, guys, I'm just gonna be chilling here, doing more work. And until next time, I'm out. Peace. Wow. Is that really how it goes?